What do we recognise as social practice? Who are the insiders? And how does such work invoke an idea of public time as well as public space? Now for me, this image of a solitary man in the high Arctic of Svalbard is perhaps the antithesis of what we recognise to be social practice. Many of the talks and panel discussions over the last couple of days have been filled with images like this: reverie, collective experience, celebration, festivities. They're affirmative. This was a work that we commissioned as part of my organisation Situations with the artists Heather and Ivan Morrison. It's a barn raising of a rather remarkable pavilion in a park in Bristol. It was there for 4 months. It's affirmative, it's productive. And that might be carried across to Amy Franceschini's Future Farmers project, which is happening right now in Oslo in Norway, which we commissioned as part of a public art programme. Often we commission works that are part of wider urban regeneration programmes. And this might well be identified of what we recognise as social practice. Again, affirmative. To build a public bakehouse, a permanent public bakehouse on the edges of the fjord there. It's productive, it's open and efficient. Full of lots of work and labour, collective activity of bringing people together who had never met before and making things happen one could never expect to happen in a corporate environment such as that. And this was yesterday, the building of a temporary oven by the Future Farmers. Or this, the work of Lara El Mercigui, a Spanish artist who was commissioned as part of One Day Sculpture, a series of international commissions, each of which occurred over 24 hours in New Zealand. A project which brought together the histories of a number of houses that were for sale in this amazing boatyard just outside of the city of Wellington, brought together from all over New Zealand. In some ways, it was a restorative project, restoring the histories of those works and bringing together the former residents of those houses. These works are magnetic that we produce, whether they be sculptural. In some cases, they relate to social history. So I find my funding applications to funders are full of images like this. Of people being somehow drawn to a particular work and its history. Is this what we recognise as social practice?